Did Michael and Lucifer really clash over Moses' body, or was there something deeper at play? Grab your seat as we unravel the untold secrets from the Book of Jude that could shake everything you thought you knew about biblical history. The Book of Jude and the hidden truth about Michael and Lucifer's confrontation over Moses' body. Hey there, truth seekers. Welcome back to Crimes Uncovered. Now, I bet you're wondering what we're diving into today, and trust me, this one's going to make your mind race. Ever heard of the Book of Jude? Yeah, it's not the one you're thinking of. It's filled with secrets that could turn everything you know about biblical history on its head. But here's the real kicker. We're talking about a confrontation that's so wild, it involves Michael and Lucifer fighting over the body of Moses. Yeah, you heard that right, the body of Moses. In today's video, we're uncovering the hidden truth behind that infamous biblical battle, diving deep into ancient texts and what they really mean for the story of Moses, his legacy, and the cosmic struggle between light and darkness. So, get comfy, because what we're about to reveal may change your perspective on some of the most iconic figures in history. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because you won't want to miss what comes next. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it. Introduction to the Book of Jude. You may be familiar with the traditional Bible, but have you ever heard of the Book of Jude? It's not part of the mainstream canon, and its presence in some ancient Christian texts is often debated. In fact, the story of Michael and Lucifer's confrontation over Moses' body appears in the Book of Jude, also known as the Book of Jude in the New Testament, though this section is more obscure. The Book of Jude is often linked to ancient Jewish traditions and includes teachings that are not commonly discussed in Sunday sermons. The Book of Jude itself is brief, but what it contains packs a profound punch. Let's start by understanding who Judah was. Judah, of course, is one of the 12 tribes of Israel, and according to tradition, he is the son of Jacob. He's significant not only for being an ancestor of King David, but also for his role in prophetic revelations. But the most mysterious part of Judah's story lies within the Book of Jude. The Book of Jude, Jude 1:1-9. The confrontation between Michael and Lucifer. In the Book of Jude, or Jude, we find a brief, almost enigmatic reference to an event that is not detailed anywhere else in the canonical Bible. It's in Jude 1:9 that we learn about the confrontation over Moses' body. The verse states that Michael the Archangel, when he disputed with the devil and argued about the body of Moses, did not dare pronounce against him a railing judgment, but said, "The Lord rebuke you." This moment is one of the most unusual in the Bible. Michael and Lucifer, two powerful spiritual beings, battling over something as seemingly trivial as a human body. But when you dig deeper, this confrontation holds profound meaning, and understanding it can unlock much about the nature of good, evil, and divine authority. Before we get into the specifics of the confrontation, let's look at the background. The story of Moses is well known. He led the Israelites out of Egypt, received the 10 commandments from God, and led the people through the desert for 40 years. But his death is equally significant. Moses died at the age of 120 and was buried by God in an undisclosed location. Deuteronomy 34, verse 5-6 tells us that God himself buried Moses in a valley in the land of Moab, but no one knows the exact location. This is where things get interesting, because the Bible doesn't go into detail about why God buried Moses or why the location remains a mystery. Moses' death. Deuteronomy 34, 5-6. And Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, according to the word of the Lord, and he buried him in a valley in the land of Moab, opposite Beth Peor. but no man knows his grave to this day. But what the Book of Jude and the confrontation between Michael and Lucifer reveal is a deeper spiritual battle than simply the burial of a man. This moment is symbolic of something much greater, and the fight for Moses' body signifies the battle for the soul and legacy of God's chosen servant. Why? Let's break it down. To understand why Michael and Lucifer fought over Moses' body, we first need to understand the roles of these two beings in biblical thought. Michael, the Archangel, is God's chief messenger and warrior. He leads God's heavenly army and is a protector of Israel. Lucifer, on the other hand, was once an angel of light, but he became prideful and was cast down after rebelling against God. The Bible teaches that Lucifer, now Satan, is a force of evil that constantly opposes God's plan. In the case of Moses' body, Lucifer likely had his own reasons for wanting control over it. For one, Moses was one of the most important figures in the Bible. He was chosen by God to lead his people and reveal divine law. Moses represents obedience to God and faithfulness, which is why Satan would want to destroy his legacy, even after death. But why didn't Michael just defeat Satan with a simple command or action? Why did he instead call upon God to rebuke Lucifer? The answer lies in the importance of divine authority. Michael didn't fight Lucifer in his own strength, but he recognized that only God has the power to fully defeat evil. This shows us a crucial point. Even the most powerful angel, Michael, submits to God's will. He doesn't act independently, but trusts in God's ultimate authority. Michael's role, leader of the heavenly army. Lucifer's fall, from light to darkness. So, what does this tell us about the nature of spiritual warfare? It reminds us that spiritual battles are not just about power. They're about authority, obedience, and submission to God's plan. Michael, the great protector, could have easily confronted Lucifer on his own, but instead, he knew that only God's voice could silence evil. Now that we understand the roles of Michael and Lucifer, let's ask an even deeper question. Why would Lucifer care about Moses' body at all? The answer may lie in ancient Jewish traditions, which suggest that Moses' body had extraordinary significance. Some Jewish writings hint at the idea that Moses' body had a special spiritual power, a connection to divine prophecy and the coming of the Messiah. In fact, certain texts imply that the body of Moses could have been an object of veneration and perhaps even of resurrection in the end times. By trying to gain control over Moses' body, Satan could have been attempting to destroy the potential fulfillment of these divine prophecies. If Satan could take Moses' body, he would. So, what's the hidden truth behind this biblical showdown? This confrontation between Michael and Lucifer is a powerful symbol of the ongoing spiritual battle between good and evil. It tells us that even in moments of seeming defeat, God is still in control. Lucifer's desire to claim Moses' body was part of his greater plan to disrupt God's work. But in the end, Michael didn't need to defeat Lucifer on his own. He simply needed to submit to God's authority, and that was enough. In the larger context of Scripture, this story serves as a reminder that, as believers, our battles are not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. And just like Michael, we too must learn to recognize God's authority and trust in His power to defeat evil, no matter how dark the battle may seem. This mystery surrounding Moses' body, Michael and Lucifer, and the hidden truths in the Book of Jude invites us to reflect on the nature of spiritual warfare and the divine authority of God. It's a story that speaks to the heart of faith, trust, and submission to God's plan, reminding us that we're not in this fight alone. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think there's more to the story of Moses' body that we haven't discovered yet? Also, don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this one. Until next time, stay curious and stay blessed. Subscribe for more biblical insights.